Welcome to Macmo Academy. In this video, we will find out the value of unknown angle in the given or in the following problems. So let's understand the question and the figure very attentively first of all. Then we will find out the size of unknown angle by all the properties by those four angles which we have discussed in the previous videos. What are those four angles? When a set of parallel line or when two parallel lines intersected by a transversal line, so four different types of angles are formed: vertically opposite angle, corresponding angle, alternate interior angle, and alternate interior angle, supplementary angle, and corresponding angle. So let's start the question. Given that line AB, this is line AB, is parallel to, this is the symbol of parallel line, parallel to line CD. They have mentioned in the question as well, and there is an indication of single arrow and single arrow. It means that these two lines are parallel. Find the value of unknown angle. It means that line PQ and line RS both are transversals. So in this particular question, there are two transversal in this question. One transversal is line PQ and another transversal is line SR or RS. So how many unknowns are there? All the smaller letters are unknown. A, B, C, D. These are the four unknown angles are there. One thing which is very important in this problem, that these two lines are not parallel with each other, PQ and RS. It means that you can consider this as a whole one complete question, and you can consider this question as another complete question. There is no relation between the angles of these two lines. Many a times it's an observation that many students get confused that there is the same relationship of those four types of different angle between these angles and these angles. No. It means that let's forget about the left side of the picture, just to start with the right side of the picture. So it means that we need to find out the size of unknown angle with this perspective only. So we have discussed vertically opposite angle at first in the previous video. If two lines intersect with each other, so the angle on the opposite side of each other are vertically opposite angle, it means that A is equal to 117 degree. Now if we are saying A is equal to 117 degree, we need to mention the reason as well. We need to say that these are vertically opposite angles. This is the short form of angles and this is the short form of opposite. So this is the first answer. Now let's start with the finding out the size of another Can you see an inverted F over here? Yes, this is an inverted F, and if you can find out this inverted F, so it means that they are corresponding angles. So B is also equal to 117 degrees, corresponding angles. There is one more way, corresponding angles. B and 117 are corresponding with each other, but A and B are alternate with each other. They are making letter Z. So if you are giving answer in this with this perspective, that is also correct. But if you are giving answer with this perspective, corresponding angle, both are correct. Now only one angle which is left over, which is C. So again, can you see a C? Yes. So now can you see a C over here? So it means that A plus C is equal to 180 degree interior supplementary angles. Interior supplementary angles. We have given the reference. Acha, we know the size of angle A, which is 117 degree, and we know the size of B as well, which is also equal to 117 degree. So A plus 117 degree, so 117 plus C is equal to 180 degree, then C is equal to 180 minus 117 degrees, So it means that the final answer or the size of the angle C is equal to 63 degrees. So I hope you have understood how to find out the size of unknown angle C is equal to 63 degree. Now as I have already instructed you in the beginning of the video that consider this half as another complete question. Now can you see an inverted F like this? So it means that D is equal to 78 degrees according to corresponding angles. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown in a particular picture. So we have finded out the value of unknown, all the four unknown A, B, C, D. D is equal to 78 degrees. If another unknown would be there, we can find out all the unknown. Acha, we can find out the size of either of them if one of the angle is known with the help of angles on a straight line. These two are the angles on a straight line. We can add them. The sum is equal to 180 degrees. So this is the cross checking of this as well. Now there is another question in which we need to find out the value of unknown. So there are two unknown in this problem, H and G. Now before starting the question, first of all analyze the figure very attentively twice or thrice. So this is the very basic instruction. It means that line AB, there is a arrowhead, and CD are parallel to each other. These two lines are not parallel with each other. Whether this seems parallel, if there is no demarcation of the arrows, it means that these are not parallel line with each other, and it is also given in the question that AB and CD are parallel with each other. So in all the cases AB and CD are parallel with each other. It means that this is the transversal, line AE is the transversal. So if AE is a transversal, so we will see this in this perspective. We will hide this picture and we will look in it in this perspective. So can you see a letter F? Again, letter F, Z and C, all the letters would be considered from the perspective of parallel line. If two lines are parallel, so these are the under the arms of the letter F. So these two angles are equal to each other according to corresponding angle. So H is equal to 180 degree, and we will give the reason corresponding angles. So this is the first solution, and similarly I will hide this part of the figure, this side of the figure. Now if you will see, if I hide a little bit more over here, now if you will see that, can you see a letter Z like this? Don't get confused that which type of Z is this. So this is just for the information, this is just for the identification. So it means that G is equal to 83 according to alternate interior angles. Now let's look at this problem. In this problem there are two unknown, angle E and angle F. Now again let's analyze the figure very attentively. This is the first and the very important task. Line AB is parallel to CD. Here is your line AB and here is your line CD. There is a demarcation of parallel line. It means that these two lines are parallel. So what does it mean that there are two transversals? One is CE and another is BC. These are the two transversal. Again it means that there are two different problems in the same picture. There are two problems in a same problem. So if we talk about angle F, so use this type of paper in order to take advantage or take help from. So let's hide this transversal. If we hide this transversal BC, because this is another set of problem in a single problem, if you hide this line, so half of the problem would get resolved. Now you can see that there is a very clear letter Z is forming. So letter Z is forming in this way. Can you see a letter Z? F is over here, and there are two angles under the arms of the letter F, 35 and 31. It means that this, we will consider this complete as a letter Z under the underarms of letter Z. This complete angle would be considered as whole angle. It means that f degree is equal to 35 plus 31 degree. This whole, the summation of both the angles is equal to f. So f is equal to 66 degree according to alternate angles. So I hope it is very clear. So let me clear it more furthermore. Now if I remove this line, now can you see a proper letter Z? It means that the combination of these two angles, the whatever the size of these two angles, the size of this is 66. So this 66 angle, if I erase these two angles, now can you see that the size of this and the size of f is equal to each other. So in order to make you confused, they have just divided the angle into two halves and they named it like 35 and 31 degrees. So it means that this complete angle is equal to letter f, and we have given the answer of the first part. It means that letter f is equal to the combination of these two angles, which is equal to 66. So this is the solution of the first part. Now let's hide the rest of the picture and let's find out the size of ED. Now if you will see that there is a letter Z which is forming over here, a very clear Z. Now I hope you can see a letter Z. Letter Z is also forming in the same formation. Here is your letter E placed over here, and 31 alone 31, not 30. We are not talking about 35 right now. So E and 31 degrees are equal to each other according to alternate angle. Again alternate angles, but now this time the half portion of that part is equal to E according to alternate angles. So I hope you have understood and know how to find out the value of unknown in the picture. Now let's see furthermore. Now again let's look at the problem very attentively. So there is another problem, the fourth one. Again line AB and lines AB and line CD. These two lines are parallel with each other. There is an indication. So what about these two lines? So these two lines are the transversals. So if these two lines are the transversal, we need to find out the value of unknown, which is I and J, one by one. We do not start the question at the same moment. If you would start and if you would look at the whole picture, and if you are not proficient in this, so you might get confused. So first of all, look at from one perspective that this is one of the transversal. So now let's look at from this perspective that these two lines are parallel, and hide the rest of the transversal. Hide this transversal. If you would hide this transversal, your queries would automatically start getting resolved. Now how? Now if you will look at this picture, so this is making letter C, but under the arms of the letter C there is no angle. The student might get confused that, sir, all the angles are also forming over here. Z is also forming, C is also forming if this line would be, but this angle is not given na. The angle which is provided over here, this one, and the angle which is unknown over here, which is over here. It means that if you would place the paper in this way, so your queries would get resolved. You do not need this side because there is no angle. So hide this portion of this side of the picture. Now can you see a flipped Z over here? If you can see a flipped Z, it means that J is equal to 60 degrees according to alternate angle, because they are making a very clear Z. So half portion of the one unknown has been resolved. Now if you would look this problem in this perspective, now forget about this transversal. Just forget about this transversal. If you would forget about this transversal, now let's see what you guys are watching. You are watching the picture like this, and if you are watching picture like this, we have finded out this angle and we need to find out the size of angle I. And if you are watching picture like this, I hope you can see a C. and if you cannot see a C, it's a time to get worried. Line AB, transversal, line CD. So can you see a C over here? Now let's look at over here. This is your A, this is your B, this is C, this is D, and I angle is over here, and 75 you can see over here with this line. But if I remove this paper a little bit, you can see 60 as well. So it means that this complete angle, and this angle, they all are making letter C all together. Means this is the combination of two angles which is under the arms of letter C at the upper portion, and this is only angle I which is found over here. So it means that, and do not forget the interior supplementary angle property. Interior supplementary angle property say that sum of this angle plus this angle is equal to 180 degree. So sum of this angle plus sum of this complete angle, we will consider this as a one angle, because this is just to make you confused, or just to produce the another half of the question, just to make another half of the question they have introduced this line. Now we have finded out letters, we have finded out J is equal to 60, but now we are proceeding to find out letter I. If we talk about letter I, so letter I and 75 and 60 all together is making the upper underarm of letter C, and the sum of these two angles according to interior supplementary angle is equal to 180 degrees. Now we will write reason interior supplementary angles. Now 75 plus 60 would be 135 plus I is I plus 135 is equal to 180 degrees. Now in the next step, this 135 will go over there and will get subtracted, and this will gives you the size of angle I. I is equal to 180 minus 135. So if you will subtract it, you will get 45 degrees. So it means that the size of angle I is 45 degree and the size of angle J is equal to 60 degree. So there are possibilities that we can find out the value of unknown in a picture with different set of properties by applying all those different properties which we have learned in the previous video. If you have not watched the previous video, I will upload the link in the description as well for the complete explanation of alternate angle, supplementary angle, corresponding angle and vertically opposite angle. We have applied all those properties in order to find out the size of unknown angle. We will see furthermore question in the next video. If you have not subscribed and liked our YouTube channel up till now, so please do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. If you have any query, write the comment in the comment box and drop us and give us chance to resolve your queries. Thank you so much for your support.